I have uncovered the Cheers multiverse.
Just give me another beer, you brain-dead hick.
Can't wait to get out on the water.
Look at that hat.
Take a look at this clip. This is from an episode of St. Elsewhere. The characters from St. Elsewhere go into the Cheers bar.
You work in the Pru selling insurance, home and auto.
No, we're doctors at St. Alicia's.
St. Elsewhere?
Norm shows up and we find out that he used to be Dr. Aucklander's accountant.
Oh, come here. Got hung up with this old geezer. Tell me that Vera just died or something.
Cliff tries to get some medical advice from them.
Travels and zips right on through the extensive indicator, causing me to put undue pressure on my brachial radialis.
Now, if you know anything about St. Elsewhere, you might know about the final episode where Tommy Westphall, a character who's supposed to be autistic, is looking at this snow globe, and you realize that all of the stories of the entire series have been in his mind. So Cheers was all in Tommy Westphall's brain. All the characters, all of their stories, all the stories of all the other people they interacted with, the bar itself, all up here in this kid's brain. Now, this has led to a fan theory where a whole bunch of other shows are interconnected with it because a lot of shows did crossover episodes with St. Elsewhere. The White Shadow, MASH, Newhart, and others were all either referenced on St. Elsewhere or they had a crossover just like Cheers did. So the theory is that all of those shows were in Tommy Westphall's head. But also all of the shows that those shows spun off into were also in his head. Meaning that not only was MASH in there, but also Trapper John M.D. and Walter and Aftermath. All of those inside of this young man's head. Now, I love Cheers, and Cheers crossed over a lot with other shows. There's an episode of Wings that features Norman Cliff.
This is probably as close as you're going to get to the actual control panel of an airplane. Sure, mind fastening your seatbelt? 10-4, Captain.
And they didn't just cross over with scripted shows. The Cheers cast showed up on Super Bowl 17.
Oh, you guys are here early, huh?
Super Bowl Sunday, I am. The only reason for living.
Pete Axhelm is a guest star in this Cheers segment during the Super Bowl where he wouldn't have been a guest star. He's playing himself here, though, and he was NBC's answer to Jimmy the Greek. Back in the old days, they would always have a guy on who would tell you the odds for gambling.
I'm still putting all the factors into my finely tuned computer, but so far I keep looking at that great Miami defense.
Miami? Are you crazy? That Theismann person will pick them apart. You call him a cracker?
What do you know?
Now, Diane actually picked the winner here. The Redskins did beat the Dolphins.
What did you say the name of this place was? Cheers. Could you excuse me? You want lots of abuse. I love it. My kind of place.
Now, that was from the very first season of Cheers, which was not a successful season. They were ranked one of the lowest shows on television, but NBC believed in the project and gave it another season, and then it flourished. But the U.S. government had faith in it. In that very first season, they did a deal with Cheers to produce a special episode where they were talking about buying savings bonds.
Maybe I'll take my pastime money and buy some savings bonds here.
This mini episode starts off like a normal episode, even has the entire opening theme song.
Tomorrow I'm off on vacation.
Hey, where are you going?
Well, I'm going to the land immortalized by the late and great Paul Gauguin.
Minnesota?
Cliff Clavin reveals that he purchased a trip to Tahiti with his money he got from his savings bonds.
When did you start buying them?
Well, a few years ago, I signed up on the payroll savings plan down at the post office.
Carla makes a joke reference to E.F. Hutton.
I've developed a keen sense for investment.
Except when E.F. Chambers talks, nobody listens.
This was a very well-known stock brokerage firm at the time. They had a commercial where a kid was in class and he was reciting the alphabet. A, B, C, D, E.
E-F Hutton.
And everybody went, oh. And then they said, when E.F. Hutton talks,
People listen.
Well, there must be better ways to save money.
Oh, Diane, wake up. Now show me a plan that's automatic, offers a variable rate, a guaranteed minimum rate, and has the tax advantages these have, and is backed by Uncle Sam.
Cheers had a lot of famous people that showed up on the show playing themselves. They had a lot of politicians. John Kerry was on there, Tip O'Neill, and then other celebrities from all different walks of life, including Spanky McFarlane from the Little Rascals.
I gotta tell you, if you were Spanky, boy, I could sit here and chew on your ear for hours. So, are you Spanky?
No.
Get you later.
You are Spanky, aren't you? Oh, yeah.
There also is an episode of Cheers where Cliff goes on Jeopardy.
We're running out of time, and we are going to have to take a look at your response. You wrote down, who are 3 people who have never been in my kitchen. No, I'm sorry. That's
And another episode where Cliff goes to watch The Tonight Show with Johnny Carson.
Here's Cliffy.
feels good, doesn't it?
Sure does, Mr. Carson.
Now get the hell out of here before I call security.
And then Mickey Mouse showed up at the bar.
Speaking of balloons, check out the headgear on Shorty over there.
This was a skit for Mickey Mouse's 60th anniversary special. Carla insinuates that Mickey Mouse is a drunk.
Why, I think you look swell.
Really? Hey, no more root beers for that guy.
And then Mickey Mouse ends up dating Rebecca.
What does that guy have that I don't have?
Well, at the moment, Rebecca.
Where'd you get that hat?
This is not the only animated character to cross over with Cheers.
This looks like a nice friendly place.
In the Simpsons version of Cheers, Norm gets angry because he's cut off.
Just give me another beer, you brain-dead hick. I'll kill you. I'll kill all of you.
Whoa, settle down, Nami.
Cheers also appeared on the Earth Day special where they all talked about what they were going to do to save the Earth.
The Earth's in trouble. I guess it's up to us.
It's up to us? The Earth is in trouble.
You know, from now on, I'm just going to buy my grooming supplies in extra large containers.
Oh, I know what I could do. Next time I stop for a six-pack, I could take a moment to snip those pesky six-pack rings.
I know. Cloth baby diapers.
Oh, that's good. You know, and I have heard that cloth baby diapers are better for the baby's skin.
Oh, don't forget the baby. I'm talking about polishing my Beamer. I go through a ton of paper towels.
Carla is in the special, but she's not in the Cheers section. She's actually playing Danny DeVito's wife in a different storyline, but she's not playing herself, even though in real life she was Danny DeVito's wife. She's playing another woman married to another man who Danny DeVito is playing. In the summer of 1993, an episode of Late Night with David Letterman featured Cheers.
What do you guys want to watch now?
Can't get the channel to change. Yeah, that's right, sir. Probably something okay on this channel.
From New York, it's Late Night with David Letterman.
Jay Leno hosted a special that aired on NBC after the final episode of Cheers.
You know times are rough, ladies and gentlemen, when people who just sit around in bars all day lose their jobs. That's how you know.
The cast got drunk and they said weird things like this.
You know what's a crying shame is this is one of the best fighting men in the world, too. Because what a waste, huh?
To what?
And this.
Ask George and Rhea about Seattle.
George, about Seattle?
Magic. It was magic.
Talk about it.
All right, damn it.
Talk about it.
When it comes to spin-offs, everybody is familiar with Frasier. Obviously, it's a huge, huge hit, arguably more successful than Cheers itself. And then there's also a show called The Tortellis.
Wednesday on the Tortellis.
I am the world's best TV repairman. And where is the TV capital of the world?
Tokyo.
No, dear.
This was a spin-off featuring Carla's ex-husband and Casey Kasem's wife, who played Carla's ex-husband's wife.
Sorry, we're closed.
I enjoyed the last episode of Cheers, but that Leno special, whew, that is something else. That should have ended with Woody shaking a snow globe and making that entire...
You're surrounded by freshness and you're in a position to win. Actually, never mind, you're in a snow globe in a dollar store.
Hey, by the way, if you're not signed up already, please get over to Patreon. Check out the Pointless Nostalgia Patreon page for $3. You can get a postcard in the mail every month, and for just $9, I'll send you an envelope of goodness to your door every single month. You're going to love it. Go over there and check it out. You can sign up for free. You can be like Michael and Jessica, Jamie and Tom, my big brother Rob. You can be like Al, who's the newest member of the top tier, and Matthew Chapin. Go sign up today. There's another Cheers story out there. I looked into this a while ago. Cheers opened as a live stage show in Boston. Sadly, it didn't make its way out to the world, but it seems like a great idea. They ran it for a while. The set was magnificent. The story was fascinating. They seem to have great actors portraying each of these characters. The guys behind it seem to be the perfect people involved. Just didn't work out. Maybe one day it will. But in the meantime, you can check out everything about Cheers live on stage right here. Otherwise, YouTube says to choose that one. And the second channel's over here. I'll see you next time.